Good afternoon, welcome to this week's video. People always say to me, why do I come out so early in the mornings? Today I haven't come out early. I've come out, well, it's now about 1:30 in the afternoon. Let me turn you around, show you this car park. That is why I come out early, because there's nobody around early in the mornings. Anyway, I'm going to walk on down to where I'm going, and then I'll explain to you a bit about this week's video and have a chat about whatever else crops up. So, see you in a bit. Okay, firstly, let me apologise if you're a regular viewer to the channel. You know that I missed the slot last week, or the fortnightly slot that I do for my videos. It's just everything been a bit crazy. I've got something else on the go that is taking up a fair bit of time, so I'm just haven't managed to get out. But anyway, I got out this weekend. Enough to put together a video. I've come over to Hulford again, Hulford Glen, in Somerset in the UK. Obviously normally I walk up through the Coombe, but I know there is a bit of a water course that runs down through, and it comes down through past Hulford and down through a bit of a Coombe, down through a bit of a deep valley. That I know there are a couple of nice sort of little hidden waterfalls down through there, which I have photographed before, so I'm going to have a go at them again. But also I'm walking further down than I normally do to see what else it has to offer, both water and woodland. So anyway, let's walk on down, see what we can find. Okay, so I found this little bit of a sort of drop fall here. It's a little bit interesting, a few sort of foreground features, etc. One thing and another. Bit of a clamber to get down here. I basically had to climb my way down through there. A bit dodgy in places. But anyway, we're down here now. So get the camera out, see if we can get ourselves a couple of compositions. Okay, so just sort of got the camera out, got everything sorted. Now the sun has come out from behind a cloud, and everything is really bright here, glaring on this water. Got a polarizer filter on anyway, but even so, it's still glaring. So I'm going to have to just wait a little bit. I hope that sun disappears behind another cloud, and just softens this light a little bit, because it's way too harsh at the moment. Okay, let's play a waiting game. So as far as composition goes, I've got the camera set sort of waist height, so I'm just looking down very slightly into the scene, because obviously the light's harsh above, so I'm want to try and look down. Still waiting on this sun to sort of disappear behind a cloud a little bit. But I am picking up on this sort of foreground rock and a bit of moss that's on top of that rock. There's a bit of greenery there, so I'm using that as the foreground, and then the scene up through with the waterfall there, and this branch across the top, just framing the top of the scene. So it's sorry, in fairness, it's not this branch here. It's actually a branch back there that is framing the top of the scene. So like I say, I'm just waiting on the light to just soften a little bit. It does seem like it's just starting to. and then I can try and get a shot on this this fall. So I've got a polarizer on, as you can see. If I take the polarizer, you'll just see that glare go down there on the foreground. Obviously the white water up there, that's what's glowing at the moment. So I'm just waiting on that light to drop. I've also got a 6-stop filter on. Just now I did a test shot with the 6-stop on to take out those highlights. Admittedly, it's still quite bright. I was looking around about 1.62 seconds. So let's just wait a bit longer and then see if we can get this shot in the bag. Okay, so this light, afternoon light, is proving a little bit troublesome. Albeit, you know, another reason to come out early in the morning because the light's better. But anyway, I just found this other shot that's just caught my eye. I'll turn you around. So typically, as I do that, the light fades. But yeah, there's just this solitary leaf here, just standing out from the rocks around it. So I'm just sort of trying to get a bit of a composition here, looking down with the water flowing around it. So having a bit of a play around with a couple of compositions, see what we settle on. I'll talk you through one in a minute. So camera right down close there. This has turned out to be I think a 3-shot composition. I've done a focus on this rock down here. Increase the exposure. I took the ISO up to 125. Gone to what was it? F5, and got a shot on that rock there at 5 seconds. No, it was 13 seconds. Because I'm open the aperture, shallow depth of field, I've also taken another shot over here, which is where the leaf is, at the same exposure. And then this white water that's running through behind, I've taken another exposure at that, dropped the ISO down to 160, down to 64, open the aperture up, sorry, close the aperture down again, I think it was 6.3, and increase the shutter speed, or brought it up to 5 seconds. So that has reduced the exposure on that white water flowing behind. I'm not sure if it's going to work. I've got the shots. I'll get back, put them together, play around with them a little bit, and this is the result. Okay, so I'm not even going to start explaining how I've managed to get out to where I am now, because it's been an absolute nightmare. But anyway, the falls I was planning on coming up to, that I knew were there, are now, because of fallen trees, landslides, water flow increasing in certain areas. It's now totally inaccessible with just normal boots on. Like I say, I think what I need to do is come back with a pair of waders or a pair of wellies and basically walk up the stream itself, because I think there's 2 or 3 places that could be quite interesting. So I think one to plan for the future. So I've come up here. I have got a shot here that's caught my eye, which is quite interesting. Let me turn you around and I'll show you. Okay, so I'm on this bit of a walkway bridge here, going across, and then at the end of it we've got these steps that just zigzag away. So in the back of the camera, the composition, let me just darken that down a little bit. Sort of set up central here, using the sides of this bridge to bring me in as a leading line, and then the steps going up. Yeah, in the back of the camera with a current light. I've sort of positioned the rails, if you can see, like each corner up there, and then the bottom coming in, sort of to frame, keep it all nice and symmetrical, and then this pathway just going off in the distance. So yeah, not great. Well, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to walk on through this pathway and just see if there's any woodland shots that catch my eye, as the waterfalls have eluded me today. Okay, let's move on. So apologies, very short in content this week. A little bit disappointed myself with how it turned out, but anyway, sometimes the plans don't come together. That's all the joys of landscape photography. So please, if this is your first time to the channel, please check out some of my other videos. I can assure you there are some better content on my channel. And please hit and subscribe to keep up with my latest content, and give the video a thumbs up. That would be much appreciated. As always, drop me a comment down below. So from Hulford, until next time, take it easy.